everyone, and welcome back to another of my videos. And in this video I'll be teaching you how to use the Uncrashed Drone simulator as a beginner. So I'll be teaching you step by step what each button does and how it works. So stay tuned. So now that we're in the home screen, you can see all these different clickable buttons, and I will shortly be explaining what they do individually. So firstly, you want to go into the tutorial. The tutorial is going to help you a lot to learn how the drone moves, and basically it's going to briefly explain how to fly a drone. So you're going to go next. Right here it's going to be control calibration. You're going to move your throttle in the middle. What it basically does is it makes sure that if you turn your yaw to the right, for example, your drone is going to turn to the right. So basically make sure that your drone is doing what it's supposed to be doing. So you're going to go next, and here are the 3 tutorial steps. And if you don't know what the throttle is, I will leave a video in the link in the description explaining how to fly a drone. So it's going to explain what the throttle is, the yaw, the pitch, and the roll. So now we're going to do the step 1 and move upwards. So first we're going to hover. We stay in this green area right here for 5 seconds using our throttle. So the white dot is our drone. We are staying in this green area for 5 seconds. Now we're going to pitch your drone and use your throttle to give power to the drone to move forward. Same thing, just moving up and down. Now we're going to do simple 25-degree angle using our yaw, pitch, and roll. So we're going to pitch your drone forward and just turn it into the portal. Same thing on the other side. And now with everything that we've learned, it's going to test us with a small track. So let's do it. At the beginning it's going to be quite hard and you're going to be crashing a lot. But after a while of practicing, you will get good at it. And trust me, when you will, it's not that hard. So now we're going to go into the main menu. And the next thing that we want to do is go into single player. Single player is very straightforward. There's your map and you can do all the acrobatics you want and go through different races. So let's go into my favorite map, which is Forced Bando. Here you can choose between different weathers. You can play, and here are the races. There's the main race and the shorter race. In this case it's called the Bando race. And there's a ranked race, meaning when you go through the portal and it's going to give you a 5-second countdown before you start the race, and when you end the race it's going to give you your time and it's going to place you on the leaderboard. Same thing for the free race, just you won't be placed on the leaderboard. And here's the leaderboard. You can check the people who came first. Here, the first guy, and you can watch the replay, which is really cool if you want to learn a maneuver and you want to practice it and you don't know how to do it. You can just watch them. You can even orbit around them, which is really cool. And you can even go against their bot. I'm not going to go straight into a race, so I'm just going to press play. So there's not a lot to say. So now that we're loaded in, you can just freestyle around. I really like the Forced Bando because there's lots of obstacles to go through, so you can practice a lot. So the stuff that I have to say is, as you can see in the top right corner, there's acro mode. You might not know what that means, and it's fine, let me explain. Acro mode basically allows you to roll your drone and allows you to go straight upwards and straight downwards. Whereas there's another mode called angle mode, which does not let you roll, and the second you let go, it's going to readjust you to the middle. It does not let you go straight up and does not let you go straight down. So which one's easier? Basically angle is much easier but less fun. Angle mode is definitely for beginners, and acro mode is for more professional people or people that have been flying for some time. So I would definitely start with angle mode and maybe spend around 20 hours on your simulator at least, and then you can start moving to acro mode. Acro mode is a lot funner as well, even though it is much harder. because it allows you to do many more things, so many more maneuvers and all of that. Whereas angle mode really limits your amount of things that you can do. There's also another mode called 3D mode, or some people know it as horizon mode, but it's not very helpful, so you guys don't really need to know what it does. So nextly, how to change between these modes. All you have to do is click A on your keyboard and you can just switch between them. So now, if you crash and you're stuck, you're gonna get out. All you have to do is click R on your keyboard and you're gonna be placed next to the object that you were stuck in, so close to it, but you're not gonna be stuck anymore. And if you crash and you double click R, you're gonna be respawned to where you spawned at the very beginning. So let's quickly go into a portal. This is one of the portals. And as you can see, I crash, for example. I want to restart the race. All you have to do is click T on your keyboard and bam, it's going to take you to the very beginning of the race and you can start it again. So now that we know this, you can click S on your keyboard and you're going to come here. There's the map. You can abandon the race, change the map, but most importantly, here there's the controls. As you can see, there's the throttle, roll, pitch, yaw. There's a stick calibration, so you might want to have to do that if you haven't done that yet. Here, as you can see, you should maybe take a look at this. Let's say reset is R, restart race T, say spawn location Q, and so on. There's the graphics, it's not very important, neither the gameplay audio. The rates, you can take a look at it later on, but for now it's not very important for you guys. Then drone settings is quite important. So I would copy these drone settings that I'm going to show you. It will be this one. So let's quickly convert to basic. I'll pick a 2.5 drone because this is the best that you can start with now. A motor, I'll start with a 6,000 and move your way up to an 11,000. Basically chooses how fast your drone goes. Propeller basically also chooses how fast your drone goes. Always pick the biggest one, I think. Down here, there's the top speed, drone weight, thrust, and aerodynamics. Battery, just pick the biggest one. And normally there's an HD camera, but the drone is too small to have one. Then I'm going to convert to advanced. I'm going to quickly copy my drone settings. These are it. So just take a screenshot and copy them because these are good for beginners. And if you want to save it, you can just press save as and put in your name. Just like this. You're gonna have saved. And now we can go to the main menu because I explained everything we need to know on the single player. You can even go to the options from the main menu. Same with the drone settings. And if you are not in a race, so you just completed one, let's say, and you click S on your keyboard, there should be a button that says replay. Now, if it does not say that, it's because you are in a race and you cannot be in a race. So if you're out of a race, if you click the button replay because you've done a crazy trick or you've done a really fast race and you want to replay it, you can save the last 2 minutes of it, or you can start recording a new replay. So if you go in here, all your replays are stored here and all your recordings are stored in here. And lastly, in multiplayer, you can play against real people to see what level you are at, and I really think it's a good thing to do to just check where you are at, and it's also very fun. So you can create a custom session that someone has made. You can do a quick play free flight, ranked race, free race, or just an infinite race. And lastly, there's a track editor. This is a new feature that Uncrashed has added, and I'm not going to be explaining it in this video. I will be explaining it in the next video. It's quite fun and simple, but there are a few things that you might need to know to make it even funner that you don't know about. So stay tuned for that video for sure. It's gonna come out really soon, and you should definitely stay tuned, and don't forget to like and subscribe for my next video.